Roman Reigns is the only person that can stop Triple H from destroying the WWE at this point. The WWE seems to be in a very dark place to the point where fans are comparing this to Vince McMahon's final years, as the owner of the WWE, which many people described as brutal, boring, non-entertaining, stale. R-Truth just got released a week after he had a match with John Cena at Saturday Night Main Event. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. Like, that by far was the most entertaining match at Saturday Night Main Event. R-Truth came out and he had this Ron Cena gimmick because we all know John Cena is R-Truth's idol. That's his favorite wrestler of all time. So R-Truth comes out with the Ron Cena outfit. He's basically dressed up as John Cena. He comes out with the little rag, you know what I'm saying? Comes out. And, he did John Cena's move. He did the AA. It was incredible, man. He did the STF, you know what I'm saying? It was a hilarious match. R-Truth did lose, though, which was pretty much predictable. But R-Truth is hilarious, man. This guy's a natural-born comedian. He's entertaining. He may not be the best in the ring, but, he doesn't really get the opportunities that the bigger stars like CM Punk and Seth Rollins gets, but whatever he gets, he makes the best out of it, man. There's no segment that you have with R-Truth that's not funny, right? So with that being said, you look at Jey Uso being the World Heavyweight Champion. It hasn't lived up to the expectation. I think we all were tired of Gunther being the World Heavyweight Champion. I was happy that Jey Uso took that belt from Gunther because I felt like the World Heavyweight Champion needed a new face. And Jey Uso, the fans love him. Obviously, he has the most entertaining theme song on the main roster right now. He always comes out in the crowd. He does the yeet thing with the kids in the audience. But other than that, man, Jey Uso is not good on the mic. We've seen him botch his promos on the mic multiple times. We've seen him botch his moves in the ring multiple times, especially when he does that move where he flies out the ring. You know what I'm saying? Jey Uso, he has a lot to work on, man. And I'm not sure if he was ready for this moment to become World Heavyweight Champion. Whenever Triple H decided that he was going to be the next champion, I don't think Jey Uso was ready for it, and it's showing. I think they should have gave Jey Uso more time to become a World Heavyweight Champion. I just feel like it was rushed, and because of that, it just hasn't been good. But I will say this, it's early, right? He just got the World Heavyweight Championship in WrestleMania, and let's give Jey Uso some more time to grow, man. This is the first time he's a World Heavyweight Champion. He has to get used to it. He has to get comfortable. And I think he's only going to get better. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, right? But let's talk about John Cena, right? This John Cena heel turn has absolutely been a disaster. It's boring. It's predictable. It's forced. And John Cena just looks absolutely washed in the ring, bro. Like, he is just not that guy in the ring anymore. You could just tell, like, it's obvious he has one foot out of wrestling, and that's why he's retiring this year. This is his last year in the WWE, and the WWE is about to lose another superstar, man. And when you look at these new wrestlers, who honestly has a chance of taking, that role of a guy like John Cena, right? Then you got Roman Reigns. He's gonna retire in 2 years. What are they gonna do? Like, honestly, like, the only other person that you can really say that is a superstar is Randy Orton, right? Randy Orton, CM Punk. That's about it, I like Seth Rollins, but I don't put Seth Rollins in that same category as John Cena, Roman, and Randy. He hasn't done enough. He has this new group with him and Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, and it just makes absolutely no sense to me. Braun Breaker, he became a 2-time Intercontinental Champion his first year on the main roster. Jey Uso, who was the World Heavyweight Champion, he took the Intercontinental belt from Jey Uso. So why would Braun Breaker team up with Seth Rollins to become a world heavyweight champ when he's already beat the world heavyweight champ? It makes absolutely no sense. And then you got Bronson Reed. Remember, last year, Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed, they were both going at it. Obviously, Seth Rollins beat Bronson Reed, but Bronson Reed is damn near 500 pounds. Do we honestly think that Bronson Reed needs to team up with Seth Rollins and have Seth Rollins, use him like a rag doll? Bronson Reed could beat the shit out of Seth Rollins if he really wanted to. All you got to do is sit on him. You know what I'm saying? So the storylines just make absolutely no sense. And when you really sit back and think about it, right? Everything went downhill the moment that Roman Reigns lost his championship to Cody Rhodes. Now, hats off to Cody Rhodes. Even though I didn't really enjoy him as champion, one thing I got to say is he showed up every week. He put his all into it. He may not be the best at promos, but I will say this. Cody Rhodes has gotten way better on the mic, man. He has a lisp, but as time has went on, I think Cody Rhodes has gotten pretty damn good on the mic, right? Like on this past episode of Monday Night Raw, when John Cena and Logan Paul were walking out of the ring, Cody Rhodes told John Cena, he said, "What are you guys going back there to do? Is Logan gonna shine your peacemaker?" I thought that shit was hilarious, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Shout out to Cody Rhodes. And I'm gonna be honest, man. Seeing this John Cena heel turn, it makes me want to see Cody get that belt back from John, bro. Honestly, man. Like, if this is what we were gonna get, I wish Cody would have never lost that belt to John Cena. You understand what I'm saying? And at this point, we need Cody Rhodes to get the belt back from John Cena before he retires. And we need a rematch of Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Because at the end of the day, Roman Reigns is still the biggest. He's still the biggest star in the WWE. He just passed 10 million followers on Instagram, right? And he should be the champion, bro. Roman Reigns is must-see TV. You understand what I'm saying? He's a star. And I feel like him being champion can fix a lot of things that's going wrong right now, man. You understand what I'm saying? Let Roman Reigns get his belt back and let Roman Reigns remain the champion for 2 years until he retires. And from that point, they can figure out who they want to take that belt next. But, I mean, Roman Reigns not showing up on a regular basis, this is a big part of the reason why Raw and SmackDown has been so bad. Because the stars don't show up. Right? You got John Cena, who's the champion. He doesn't show up every week. And you got Roman Reigns, the biggest star on the roster. He shows up once a month. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Roman Reigns just shows up when he wants to, bro. You never know when he's going to be on the PLE. You never know when he's going to show up. He just shows up one day and then he's gone for a month or two, sometimes 3 months. And it's just not good, man. Things are just better when Roman Reigns is wrestling. And, Triple H has turned Roman Reigns into a jobber. Roman Reigns, since he lost that belt to Cody, he's been losing a shit ton of matches that he shouldn't lose, bro. The fact that he lost that WrestleMania match to Seth Rollins because of Paul Heyman is ridiculous, bro. Like, Paul Heyman is just jumping from dick to dick, bro. First you was on Brock Lesnar's dick, then you hopped on Roman Reigns' dick. You know what I'm saying? Then you hopped on CM Punk's dick. And then at WrestleMania, you hopped on Seth Rollins' dick. Then you hopping on Braun Breaker's dick. Now you on Bronson Reed's dick. It's like, damn, bro, like they just treating Paul Heyman like a prostitute. Let's just call it what it is. Paul Heyman is a prostitute, bro. Like, he's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just taking turns with it, man. And it just doesn't make any sense. So, like, Roman Reigns, I just hope that he just separates himself from everything that's going on with Seth Rollins and CM Punk and Braun Breaker. Just have Roman get that belt back from John Cena or Cody and let Roman remain champion until he retires. Because at least we know that the right guy is the champion. This John Cena shit, it's not entertaining. Jey Uso, you got to step it up. And let's get back to work. Let's have the WWE go back to what it needs to be, man. Roman Reigns needs to be the champion. Point blank, period.